Yes, there was a man, he came for one hadith, maybe 100 years or 200 years after the Prophet, or 100 years after the Prophet, let's say 100 years, they were collecting the hadith. You know, collecting Bukhari, Tirmidhi, Muslim, all of them. One of them, he was going for one hadith. He had 4 witnesses for this hadith, but he needs the 5th one. This is science. Oh, Western foolish ones. This is science. If you want science. He had 4 witnesses, but he needed the 5th. So he traveled for half a year to Mecca, because he heard that companion, who is the 5th witness, he is living on that mountain, and I have to go to him to ask him. And he traveled half a year. When he reached there, on the bottom of the mountain, they said, this one is living there up the mountain. He is going up. And this was Lent, and there was some green also, and he had one animal, one cow for milk. Maybe it was a goat. Probably it was a goat. Yes, for milk he had there on the mountain. And when he came out of the house, the goat was standing in the way, and he kicked with his foot, he kicked the goat out of the way. This man, he saw it from far, that this man is kicking the goat. He turned and went back half a year to his home, not asking that person for witness to be the 5th witness, because he is not trustworthy. He was kicking this with the goat. That is Islam, oh science, foolish ones. By this, you preserve knowledge, not by your fake, wie sagt man? Statistiken. Statistic, by your fake statistics. No, all wrong. Liars from lying. You are on the lying ground, and you must lie. You cannot help it. This is truth, and this will be preserved until the end of this time. Prophet's honor will be preserved until the end of this time. This is what they promised to us. Allah Almighty and the Prophet himself, Holy Quran, and Ashab al-Kiram, and Mashaykhina. Look at this. Look at hadith. Mohik, Ahmed, fahimt? La fahimt. Malish, mulas, muslazim, anta kaman. Anta radi? Radi? Radi. Minha radia, radi, kaman? Shukruya. Ya Rab, open it, Ya Allah, open it, make it. Yes, any question? No. Last chance. Then we pray Salatul Isha, inshallah. Thank you very much, Sheikh Izzuddin. Very beautiful Taqsim. Very beautiful.
I have one question.
Yes.
We do pray now.
Huh?
We do pray now, each other distance, 1.5 meter.
Yeah, yes. That is, doesn't matter. We have so much La ilaha illallah in our hearts now. It doesn't matter. Shaitan cannot come between us. Even if we stand 1 kilometer afar, no problem.
The feeling is like as a Saf Jama and...
Saf is also from here to here. or not? Rabita. Make rabita with your sheikh, make rabita with the brothers and sisters, and you are in one line. This is Corona, shaitan. What shall we do? If the control is coming, we say to it, Haji, yeah, we say this, inshallah, and say, happy Corona, happy Corona. Then you have to pay 250, then offending 500, 700, 1,000, 1,250, 1,500 jaza, punishment. Doesn't matter, we pay. Allah pays. Yes, no, it's not a problem. In Turkey, they didn't pray Eid in the mosque. Some of them, they didn't pray the Eid. What is this? In Aachen, they are clever. And the German Turks, they are clever. The German Turks, German. The Turks who are living in Aachen, they are very clever. For the Eid, they rented a stadion, football stadium, and pray on the meadow with 1.50 meter. I think 2,000 people, 2,000 or 3,000 people praying Eid. MashaAllah. This is, alhamdulillah. It's also sunnah to pray outside. We pray like this. If you want to come close to me, it's also okay. Or, huh?
But I feel the shaitan try to kill love, try to people each other. Right. He using this. But the opposite is happening. You see? It's always like this. With Iman, yes.
Yes. No, himma. How much himma? Everyone running in the morning for, he has a himma. Too much himma. No. This is a warning from Allah Almighty, this Corona thing. And it makes happen that you are alone, more alone, meditating. And you are like in Khilwat, and you are looking for what surrounds you, what is near to you, your relatives, your friends, your brothers and sisters, and so on, and what you can do near you. You are observing it and working with it, not always far away, going like this,
But some people is weak. If stay alone.
Not some people, everyone is weak. I'm the weakest. I'm claiming to be the weakest. I need the prize for the weakest. Yes. So your brother Dagestani? No. Yes, also. But Sheikh Abdul Qadir Jilani, Karasasara, he was giving a sermon, he was giving a khutbah, or not a khutbah, dars, sohbat. And suddenly he stopped. It was a crowd. When people listened, what was it, 10,000, 20,000, it was always. He stopped and he said, if anyone give me immediately 100 gold dinar, then I continue to talk. If you don't give me 100 gold dinar, I stop to talk. Quickly they collected gold dinars, and
they brought it to Abdul Qadir Jilani, Karasasarli. Abdul Qadir Jilani, he said to his murid, he said, take this 100 gold dinars and bring it to such and such cemetery. Cemetery, you know? Cemetery? Huh? Cemetery. Subhanalladhi la yamud. Huh? Friedhof. Cemetery. Graveyard. Bring it to the graveyard. There is a musician sitting there. He's making music. He's playing for the dead ones. Huh? For him. For that, we give this 100 gold dinars to that musician. Just to him, give it. Then come back, or whatever. He went to him, to the graveyard. He found the musician. He was sitting with his oud, I think, and playing. And he was playing something. Then he got I think he got the dinars. He gave him the dinars. Abdul Qadir Jilani, he said before to the murid, give him the dinars and then bring him here. He said, give him the dinars, 100 gold dinars, and then tell him to come to me. And he did this. He went, he gave him the 100 gold dinars, and he was so surprised and so absolutely in hell, absolutely he was, couldn't believe what is coming there. And I think also he crashed his, maybe he crashed his oud. I don't know exactly. And we look, and then he came with that murid to Abdul Qadir. And Abdul Qadir saw this musician, and he said to him, tell us, all these people here, your story. And then he said, I was playing since when I was young. Everyone was liking me, my voice, my youth, my beauty, my voice, my music. I was famous in the whole country. Then I became older, and my voice was a little bit get less and less. And after some time, nobody looked at me. Even they didn't know my name anymore. Completely finished. Then I decided to play not for the people, but to play only for the dead. For the dead ones. So I went to this, every night I'm sitting in front of a cemetery, in the cemetery, and I play for the dead ones. Since that time. That is my answer to these people, living people, not looking at me. I play for the dead ones. But one night, there's opening one grave, and somebody coming out of the grave and saying, Salaam alaikum, to the musician. And he said, alaikum salam. And then he asked him, why do you play, first you play for the living ones, then you play for the dead ones. Can you also play one time for Allah? And he was completely shocked, this musician. He realized that he never played for Allah. He played always for people. Dead ones, living ones, this one, that one. Never for Allah. He realized this. And this man, he went down and he started to play for Allah. Say, oh my Lord, how I am not playing for you. And I'm asking forgiveness, complete forgiveness. How I can have hope? I have no hope. How I can have hope? He's singing like this to his Lord. Look, I am hopeless. I play only for others, never for you. Please don't, your mercy oceans, don't leave me alone. Alone, lost, away from you, lost, finished. Don't do this. He sings very beautiful from his heart. And while he was singing this, appearing that murid with 100 gold dinars, showing them from Allah Almighty. After Jilani, you see this, he sent this to him. Yes. Once he pray for Allah, Allah gives the salary. This he was saying. And Abdul Qadir Jilani was saying, if this is the case with this musician, that he plays once, one time he plays for Allah, one time, only one time, all his life, one time he plays for Allah, one time, and he gives him salvation. And how it is with our people who are trying their best, no? They pray, they fast, they go to Hajj, they make everything, they try to be good. Every day they try, they are weak, we said we are weak, yes, but we try, yes, and sometimes Allah gives us success. Success is never coming from you. You can try as much as you want. It's not from you. Wa min Allah tawfiq. From Allah comes the success, not from you. Never. You can do what you want, but still you try your best, because you have adab. Adab and longing and love. Story of the musician. Allah. Through the flute must come the ruh of Sayyidina Isa alayhi salam. Or any ruh, you see, any, must come, will come. When you are not there anymore, coming through the night, the ruh of Sayyidina Isa, like Rumi said, or Sayyidina. Then that is for Allah. You're saying for Allah. You're saying for Allah, but it's not for Allah also, it's for us. Because Allah doesn't need flute, and He doesn't need prayer, and He doesn't need Dhikr also, but He is Dhikr. He is Dhikr, and He is the prayer, and He is the flute. He is the ruh. He will give permission for this. Isn't it? Izzuddin? Sheikh Izzuddin? Ustaz? Yeah. Very dangerous music. It's a dangerous subject. Yesterday somebody was asking me, shall I be a musician? I know I can compose in the dream. Whole songs are coming with it, with everything. Words and music and everything. Very talented. But there is danger. If you don't do it for Allah, you are in danger. Everything what you don't do for Allah, it is danger. May Allah help us, inshallah. What was the question? You had a question? Huh? Huh?
I asked it already, that's finished.
Is it okay?
I did.
Say, it doesn't matter. How are you, Muhammad Rashid? You feel you okay? Yeah? You sleep downstairs?
Yeah.
In the room with the brothers?
With brother.
Huh? Oh, good. It's okay? Huh?
Yeah.
You have to find a new sport for this. You know? No, it's very okay. Very okay. My brother neighbor who's sleeping next to me, he's massaging me at night time with his and this is massage for my soul, and it's very nice. And in the morning I wake up fresh. Isn't it? Bashir also, he knows this. How long you know this now?
1 year.
1 year he is practicing this practice. Sheikh Ahmed, wir beten Isha. Müsst ihr nach Hause? Müsst ihr gehen? Okay. Wir beten noch Isha. Wie? Beten wir Isha, dann machen wir Azan. Yunus, ist noch da? Mach mal schnell, Bismillah. Wir flüchten schon.